estou aqui novamente para que você se inscreva no vídeo e deixe os seus comentários, porque estamos falando de uma lenda, Elvis Presley, que realmente ele nunca morreu. Então você sabe do que eu estou falando, você que é fã como eu, porque nós sempre, nunca esqueceremos eles. E então, por favor, deixe aqui o seu comentário e se inscreva.
Strictly ballroom all the way through, using music in your films.
Yeah.
How do you take those traditional ideas of what rock and roll is and make a modern movie about Elvis?
One of the things that we decided was that the music of Elvis, pretty much before the 60s, are recordings that you can't really use in a movie. That's the way they're technically recorded. So we made the exciting decision to have the actor playing Elvis sing early Elvis, and then the later part of it, it's Elvis's actual voice blended.
How was it for you to interpret those early rock and roll records by Elvis?
Well, there's an incredible amount of pressure, first off, that you feel, and responsibility, and a desire to do him justice, a desire to do everybody who loves him justice. And I was so shy. I would never sing in front of anybody. I would sing in front of maybe my girlfriend back in the day. And then sure enough, Baz just threw me in the deep end right from the beginning.
I tell you, I don't think Elvis ever lost that nervousness. He never lost that vulnerability in front of an audience. And I think the love he gave to audiences and the love he got back was absolutely what was an attempt to fill that giant hole in his heart.
So Baz, aside from Austin's role as Elvis, the other central character is Colonel Tom Parker.
Well, yeah.
And he's played by another American icon, Tom Hanks. Why Tom Hanks as Colonel Parker?
All actors have many more notes to their instrument than they'll ever get to play in an acting lifetime. And one of the most exciting and enjoyable things to be part of is to watch a really well-known actor play a new note on their instrument. And Tom's never really got to play the I am a not very good person, maybe I'm not sure, note on his instrument, and he plays it loud and clear in this show. I mean, you've got Olivia de Jong as Priscilla, Kelvin Harrison Jr. as B.B. King, Alton Mason is playing Little Richard, Yola as Sister Rosetta Tharpe, Dacre Montgomery as Steve Binder, and Gary Clark Jr. is ripping it up as Big Boy Crudup.
The phrase TCB comes up quite a bit.
Does.
What does that mean?
It means taking care of business. It was a mantra that Elvis had. Two of the things that I think that are extraordinary about the American culture. On the one hand, invention, the creation of the new. Two completely different things can come together and make something new. And honestly, that's rock and roll. And the other hand, you have the sell. In show business, when those two things are in a good balance, it's a healthy world. But I think what motivated me towards this film was, in recent times, maybe one of those things has got a little bit out of balance. And the Colonel was absolutely, ultimately, only about the business.
I know how you work. You work on a grand scale. So this is a film that looks like it really made for theaters.
Absolutely made for theaters. And honestly, it's all about giving enough reason for strangers to come and meet in a theater and sit and commune over a story worth stepping out for.
For me, Austin, Baz, it's been great to talk to you about this film. It's going to be a major event this year. You have any final words, Baz?
Thanks so much for stepping through the door, and after an incredible 3-year journey, the privilege of this filmmaking experience, I hope to see you all in a theatre very, very soon. And like I say on the set, that would be cut.
The greatest show on earth.
Elvis has left the building.